Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you why I think Bitcoin will be hitting $100,000 in the next coming months going into the new year. So right now Bitcoin is trading at around $68,000, but I really want to do some technical analysis on Bitcoin over the last two bull markets. And what I'm really going to go back to is all the way to 2017. So in 2017, 1 year after the 2016 election, we had a cycle top around November 17th, which was at around $19,000 for Bitcoin. So after this cycle top, 1 year after the 2016 election, we then entered a bear market. And as you can see, I drew a trend line from our cycle top in 2017 all the way almost exactly 3 years later, which would be our 2020 election. And this is November 20th, which is actually kind of crazy because it's literally almost 3 years to date after our previous cycle top. So 3 years after our previous cycle top in the 2020 election, Bitcoin broke a 3 year trend in which it then topped its $19,000 that it previously hit back in 2017. After Bitcoin broke this range, this trend that it had for 3 years of $19,000, literally for the next year, starting from November 16th all the way to its cycle top in 2021, which literally was at November 1st of 2021. So literally almost 1 year later, Bitcoin, after a year of bull market, literally hit its cycle top, similarly to what it did from 2016 to 2017. So that 1 year was a bull market that we had with Bitcoin in which it hit $69,000. So after Bitcoin hit its all-time high in November of 2021, we then went on to enter bear market, just much like it did 4 years prior in 2017. So as you can see, this was a 4 year range from its cycle top in 2017 of November all the way to its cycle top of 2021 in November. So that was a 4 year range that we saw with Bitcoin. Now, if we come look at the next 4 years. So once again, after the cycle top in 2021, Bitcoin then enters its bear market, which it dropped almost all the way to like 12,000, I actually believe was the lowest around, in the teens. But then we had the Bitcoin ETFs, which is when Bitcoin actually broke its all-time highs in around March, I believe, of 2023 was, or 2024 this year. But since then, it kind of went back down. And just looking at this, and this was mostly because of the Bitcoin ETFs, why it hit all-time highs kind of early. So it was kind of front run from this cycle with the Bitcoin halving and the election with everything going on. But once again, let's look at where we are at. So if I go back to 2021, which was our cycle top 4 years after 2017, this is November 8th of 2021. Now, if I mark out the election, this right here is November 4th of 2024, which is when the election is happening in about like 2 weeks. We are about to break all-time highs once again. So this trend is about to literally repeat itself. And look at what happened after the election. Just look at this. Bitcoin went from 19,000 and 1 year later hit $69,000. So what can we expect from Bitcoin following this election? So basically around 1 year from now in October 25, I'm going to look back on this video and see where Bitcoin ended up from my prediction that I'm about to show you in this video. So right now, I'm just going to go back to the previous cycle from 2016 to 2020 or 2017 to 2021. So a full bear market, then bull market with Bitcoin for those 4 years. And I'm just going to draw a fib retracement to show you how these fibs actually play out, and it's kind of crazy how they do it. So I'm just going to go from my range high of my cycle top in 2017 to my bear market range low. So when I draw out this fib retracement, we can clearly see that when making it from my range high to range low of this cycle, Bitcoin literally almost perfectly tagged the 3.618 1 year after the election. So looking at this, usually, even if we draw a fib retracement and it hits the 1.618, that's very good. But Bitcoin went on to tag not only the 2.618, but my 3.618. And you could actually use this as a range for trading it because look at this. Bitcoin hit, it tagged 3.618, then went back down and almost perfectly tagged the 1.618 as it kind of went back down. And after hitting the 1.618, then went back up again and went past the 3.618 where it topped out at $69,000. So this is what happened with the fib retracement that I've drawn from my cycle top, my range high to my range low of the 2017 to 2021 cycle. Now I'm going to show you guys what my fib retracement looks like for the current bull market that we're about to enter. So if I take a look at the past 3, 4 years of Bitcoin, all right, we had our cycle top back in 2021 where Bitcoin hit around $69,000. We then entered our bear market in which I will draw my fib to our range low, which was at around in the teens, 12 to $15,000. So when I draw this fib tracement out, if I look at my 1.618, my 1.618 for this is literally at $100,000. So for Bitcoin to hit $100,000, this bull market, it only has to tag the 1.618. If I took a look at some of these other marks in my fib retracement, my 2.618 is at around $150,000, and my 3.618 is literally at $210,000. So over $200,000 for Bitcoin. So that's why my prediction, the title of this video is I am predicting Bitcoin to hit $100,000. And honestly, that could be lowballing it because due to this fib retracement from our range high to our cycle range low, my 1.618 only needs to get tagged at $100,000 for Bitcoin. And I know a lot of people are saying $150,000. And the reason for this is because the 2.618 is at $150,000, slightly above. And like I said, it's just kind of crazy, guys, because if I go back to this last cycle, Bitcoin literally tagged 3.618 almost perfectly to the dot. And even went past it when it went back down, it hit the 1.618 and then went back up. So if this cycle, it's kind of scary how this works out with the 3 year range to the election. And now the election is coming up and we're about to go to another 3 year range where 2021, 69,000. The election is 2 weeks away. We're at 68,000 Bitcoin. To pass 69,000 mark and then go past the 73,000, which was the new all-time high, I think that this range and this fib retracement that I drew out, we could easily see Bitcoin hit $100,000. And potentially, I honestly think that $150,000 is a real scenario for Bitcoin in the next 12 months. Looking forward to 1 year after the election in November of 2025. Will it go on to hit the 3.618? Well, with anything like last cycle, this fib retracement says that it will. But I do think it will be kind of crazy and hard for Bitcoin to hit over $200,000. It would be a lot of liquidity that needed to enter this market and in Bitcoin. So that's why I think almost at a bare minimum, we see Bitcoin hit $100,000 this cycle. But honestly, I really could see it hitting close to 150,000. And once that happens, this bull market is going to be crazy. I'm not going to get into Ethereum and altcoins and this meme coin super cycle in this specific video. I'll make more videos on it. But this is just showing you guys like how crazy it is. We have a 3 year range from cycle top in 2017 to the 2020 election. 1 year after the election, after breaking all-time highs, we cycle top at the 3.618 at $69,000. Then once again, this cycle, which is literally just repeating itself, my cycle top in 21 was $69,000. Bitcoin went through a bear market, got front run a little bit from the Bitcoin ETFs, which is why it broke all-time highs early, but it didn't just go straight up after that. It then kind of had another range following the new all-time highs from the Bitcoin ETFs and is about to break this 69,000 mark from our previous cycle high almost perfectly around the election. So take this for a grain of salt, however you want to look at it. But this is my prediction for Bitcoin in the next coming 6 to 12 months. I really think that we are going to see Bitcoin go between $100 to $150,000, potentially even more. So if you're in Bitcoin, take a look at these levels. Don't be greedy. Don't never wait for 200,000 Bitcoin. Make sure you guys take profits on the way up. Always have your TP level set out. But this is something to not disregard, I believe. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out the other ones on this channel and subscribe to the channel. Leave a like and comment on this video as well. I'll be making many more videos in the future regarding all things crypto, from Bitcoin, Ethereum, to all the altcoins and all the meme coins. So thank you guys for watching. And as always, I will see you in the next one.